It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Vikings and the football team coming up next.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington football team. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Cousins on first down. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. To try again after the sack. Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Boy, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either, but once he gets those legs churning, look out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Waiting on it will be Richie James. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Deron Payne busting through to get him for a loss of 6. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them running the ball here just to try to get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now a run with Cook. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. 2nd and 6. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense very strong in the victory last week.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone...
Touchdown, Vikings! C.J. Ham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 85 catches for him on the year now. And the result there is a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Washington! Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 20 on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now Washington going to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons. Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, they will have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. To throw, Cousins. That's into a crowd and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And as a defender, if you come in with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that. But to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 21st touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. People were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them the lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing.
Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, touchdown number 22 on the season. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 21-7. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just 1 play resulting in the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Cook. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that. Well, that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football work. The The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Washington! Curtis Samuel on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Caleb Farley. Three first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
On second down, here's Gibson again. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So that one will be accepted. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. They'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That's to his running back, complete, but he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Cousins throw here on target to Hurst. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Cousins now. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Back to throw again. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel with another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
Cousins now to throw on first down.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play fake. Cousins. James has got it. Complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A first down throw for Cousins.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they knock that deficit down from 29 to 26.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
So we've reached halftime.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play, was not written down.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch at a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On second down, Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
On that play was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Now Cousins. And that is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. 2nd and 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at Samuel. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. A give to Gibson running right. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him and threw the flag. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll look to throw.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. Cook able to escape, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
2nd down and 3.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First down, here's Cousins. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go.
Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Throwing is Cousins. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now Cousins.
Again, that's Hurst.
Still fighting for more. Touchdown, Vikings. Hayden Hurst. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. 5 plays there on that drive. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
52 yards rushing for him now to this point. Washington on 3rd down.
They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will find his man Samuel. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with partial fought for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on.
And he's brought down.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things up.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. It's caught on the right side at Smith. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Cousins. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Oh, gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Vikings ready to go again on offense.
And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got it. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches, the yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a 1st down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. One play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Cousins on first down. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On play action, Cousins.
He'll find Smith-Marset complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
To throw is Cousins. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Cousins now. Toward the pylon, caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. That one looks like he'll throw here. Taking a shot for Samuel. And got his man complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
He'll look to throw.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 2nd and 5. He'll buy some time right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield trying to find a receiver or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Troy Apke, and that will write a finish to this ball game.
That's all. That's all.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.